Well, we're part of a genre where we're stuck in a box.
Mm-hmm.
The whole punk rock hardcore thing, you don't get to
Change it
be
up.
adventurous.
You don't
It's
change
just,
it up.
That's not part of the rules.
Right.
And having been doing this since 1977,
Mm-hmm.
it gets kind of tiring. It's like, come on, people, let's get more colorful.
Yeah.
It's been black and white for all of these years.
So are you getting more colorful?
Oh, we're getting very colorful.
How so?
Well, normally what we do is we state our influences,
Uh-huh.
being bands like The Damned and Stiff Little Fingers and Blue Oyster Cult, and we love Black Sabbath. And this time around, we've been listening to krautrock. We love Neu. We love Einzenzende Neubauten, who are not krautrocks, but they're kraut. So,
Yeah.
well, we can lump them into that category.
Yeah.
We love Can. We also have a friend where we were working he builds his own equipment. He had been in a band called Man is the Bastard and Bastard Noise, which is just some of the most brutal shit you're ever going to hear. That just it wants to just melt all of the flesh off of your body. He, in his infinite wisdom, we said, so what's your major influence in all of your music? And he said, George Harrison went to India to go on his spiritual path, to find the guru and the yogi and all of that. And in doing so, not only did he meet Ravi Shankar, who would be, when it comes to Indian music, he's the main guy. He's the Elvis Presley of India. Before he met Ravi Shankar, he encountered other Indian musical organizations where he is listening to what equates to be an Indian orchestra of about 30 people.
Yeah.
And George Harrison, the first record George Harrison puts out on his own label is some of these musicians.
Right.
And that would be on his Dark Horse label.
Right.
This particular recording that we were told to go to had nothing to do with George Harrison. It was like this group, this Indian orchestra. It's fucking brilliant. It's just, let's go somewhere we've not been.
Right.
Take us to a faraway place.
Yeah.
Like I said, we're stuck in a box.
Yeah.
The whole punk rock hardcore thing is nothing but a list of rules of what you can't listen to.
Right.
And who you can, and who's cool, who's not. This is how you're supposed to look. This is the way you're supposed to behave.
Why do you think that is?
It's everything that when we started playing music was what we were opposed to.
Right. So why do you think it switched to that?
You know what? I could not answer that question
Right.
because I don't care.
Right.
We do this for our fans, but at a certain point, some of our fans are going to bail on us anyways because they've heard enough.
And why wouldn't the fans
No, but I
enjoy
feel- I
changing
feel
it
it's
up?
unwritten rules of like punk fans and hardcore
it's
where,
restricted.
where they're like, you cannot deviate from this. And then
Why
when,
is
when the
that?
bands do, they sort of like backlash at the bands.
Yeah, but I don't know. Backlashes are healthy. Like, it's good to upset people. It's good to
yeah,
upset
I
the
mean-
narrative. It's good to go against the grain. That's what it's all
It's
about.
good to turn it upside down.
Exactly.
It's good to punch it in the face.
It's boring not to.
100%.
It's death not to.
And at one point, you get to step away from that and do something for yourself. Having done this as long as I've done this, there's a set expectation.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm tired of living up to people's expectations. All I have to do is show up and do what I do, and do it to the best of my abilities. and let that speak for itself. And if that's not good enough, then go play on the freeway. Go listen to somebody else.